So now you know how to make a Canvas business model. But sometimes a Canvas is not enough. If technology is key to your innovation, or if you need close collaboration with your partners, then it makes sense to explore other approaches. In this video, we present an alternative to the Canvas model and explain when to use this model and what the basic differences with Canvas are. Let's start with introducing our self-developed STOF model. STOF is an acronym where every letter represents a different domain of your business model. S stands for service domain and covers the service or products that you want to offer, and issues like the value proposition and customer segments. T is for technology and deals with the ICT that you need. O is for organization and covers your partners and how you work together. And finally, F is for finance and covers cost and revenues and other financial issues for your business model. Together, these four domains describe your business model. When designing a business model according to STOF, you create a design for each of these four domains. In this basic description of the STOF model, you recognize familiar aspects from the Canvas, but also some important differences. Compared to the Canvas, STOF focuses on a service or product innovation instead of on a single company. The role of information and communication technology as key enabler for innovation. The realization of required collaboration between some key partners. So, how does developing a STOF business model work in practice? You remember that the business model is all about creating value. Therefore, we start from a service or product perspective, and then look into the required technologies and the organization and the financial domains. In each domain, we distinguish critical design issues. Careful evaluation of these critical design issues help you to design a business model that's feasible and viable. Let's look at some of these design issues in the four domains and how to deal with them. As an example, we look at the business model for Spotify. When discussing the service or the product, we start from the value proposition, relevant customer segments and context of use, but also look in issues like branding and customer retention. As an example, look at a summary of the service domain for Spotify. It targets music fans and offers nearly unlimited streaming of music on laptop, tablets or mobile phones. Spotify lets you create and share playlists as well. To reach new customers and improve customer retention, Spotify is also offered as a part of internet subscriptions. Next, we turn to enabling technologies. Our assumption is that in a digital economy, technology plays a core role in providing service and products. So, we discussed the ICT architecture, the internet platforms and application, as well as topics like security of IT system, quality of services, and least of all, we discussed privacy issues. See the high-level architecture for Spotify showing the key infrastructure and application. Next, we discussed the organizational domain and critical design issues. In our view, in the current digital economy, it's sheer impossible for a company to develop, produce and deliver products and services all by themselves. So companies have to collaborate. Therefore, we talk about networked enterprises to illustrate the dependencies of a core firm on others. This is shown in the simplified figure for Spotify, indicating the key partners and the resources exchanged. The key resources are provided by the network enterprise. Access to such resources is also a critical design issue, as they are needed to provide the product or service and to let the business model fly. For Spotify, access to music, or more precisely, access to right to stream music, are critical. To ensure access to critical resources, also selection of partners is critical, as well as the way mutual relations are managed. The case of Spotify showed that this is not easy. Access to music and royalties are the topic of ongoing debate. Artists like Adele and Taylor Swift refuse to make their music available via Spotify. Finally, we have to discuss financial issues. Since we discussed networked enterprises, the main question is how revenues, cost, risk and investments are shared. in such a way that everybody benefits. Sharing can be based on actual cost of each partner, but sharing can also be based on how valuable the contribution of each partner is. In the figure with the networked enterprise for Spotify, the main revenue flows between the partners are indicated. So there are a lot of issues that have to be dealt with, and decisions in one domain, for instance technology, have a direct impact on other domains, for instance the partner network, or on cost, and therefore on revenues. A practical handbook is available to help you with applying the STOF model. So, after using the STOF approach, you have a clear view on interdependencies of the 4 domains. It makes clear what the core service or product is and its value, which relevant resources need to be made available, and finally issues with regard to the financial consequences of the made choices become explicit. This all results in a feasible and viable business model with a focus on new service or product design, which are ICT intensive and require collaboration across the boundaries of your organization. We advise you to check out the STOF model on the businessmakeover.eu platform and to have a look at the handbook as available via the platform. Have fun!